Hey street team, it has been a very long time coming, but we're not gonna dwell on the past, okay? I'm back. So in this vlog, we are going to the Chris Brown concert in Miami, Arizona, helicopter ride, a little girls brunch, solo brunching, and then for the grand finale, we're gonna talk about how I met Cardi B. Yes, I said Cardi B, A-list celebrity, Cardi B. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Make sure, street team, that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm in Miami. It is my sister's birthday, so we are going to the Chris Brown concert, and then we're leaving Miami and we're going to Phoenix. I'm super excited for this trip, and we're gonna have a good time. Right now, we're at this place called Bristol Cafe in Miami, and we're waiting on our food. People say that the food here is like really, really good, so I can't wait to eat. Y'all know I'm a foodie. Erin said happy birthday. I'm hollering. Now she remember your birthday. She just texted me talking about, tell Kayla happy birthday. She asking about the concert. I want to see what's on this set list. Something else that I was thinking about.
So I can save my battery and know exactly
What? Yeah. Is this our food? No. But anyway, your girl is vlogging. Hopefully y'all follow me on TikTok and have been keeping up with me on TikTok. I just hit 13.1K. That is so incredible. But I'm gonna show y'all when the food come, and I really hope y'all can hear me because it's super loud in here. And I do hope y'all can hear me because I don't want to get copyrighted. So we'll see. Chicken, veggies, peppers, eggs, and potatoes.
Somebody got 4 of these. They are excited.
4 is crazy.
Honestly, I could have just took one.
I can't believe he said 4.
Right?
Everything is good so far. I don't really know what this sauce is. I'll ask for hot sauce.
What it tastes like?
It tastes like it's supposed to be mayo or something. And that's feta cheese. I don't really know what this jam is. How was them pancakes?
They good, but after a while you do get tired.
Tired of eating them? They look good though.
Yeah, they do look good. And I haven't even
We definitely are gonna be taking some of this food home. And I love that the hotel we staying at got a microwave, so that's perfect. Trying to get to the Chris Brown concert. We have been in traffic for like at least 30 minutes. It went from a 10-minute trip to a 30-minute trip. So now we are walking because apparently it's faster on foot. It's a lot of celebrities trying to go to the concert. So it's like a lot of police escorts out here basically stopping traffic to get these other people through. Concert started at 7. It is 8:31. So I'm sure we have missed majority of the concert, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe somebody can tell Chris Brown and he can do a redo or something. I don't know, but I guess we gonna find out.
I walk to the next corner, guys.
The Chris Brown concert, like the was crazy. First of all, um, getting there. So we booked this hotel. We're at the Arlo Win, and I need to show y'all the hotel, but I haven't did that yet. But I'm gonna do it before we check out. It's about 10 minutes away from the stadium, and we left. I want to say around like 7, maybe 7:20, 7:30, 7:15, something like that. And it said that we was gonna get to the concert, I think at first at like 7:50. So then 7:50 turned into 8 o'clock. So then 8 o'clock turned into 8:20. 8:20 turned into 8:30. And it was just so much traffic to get to the concert. Our Uber driver ended up basically telling us on like Google Translator or something, it would be quicker if we got out the car and walked, because we started seeing a lot of people walk, but we were like a lot of blocks down. So it's like, it's no way that we are going to walk. So we stayed in a car until we couldn't stay in a car anymore, and we ended up having to walk. So I don't think we got to the. What time did we get to the concert, Kayla? 9?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we got to the concert maybe until
I don't know what time we got there, but we didn't get in until 9:17.
okay, so in that case we probably got there around like 8:45, or I don't know. We got there whatever after walking. So when we get there, it's literally, and I'm a reminder to myself, insert clips on screen. Hopefully I haven't deleted it off my phone for storage purposes. But anyway, it was just literally people flooded everywhere. So it's like when they be online trying to say that people hate Chris Brown, people hate Chris Brown, that is so not true. That man, first of all, sold out a football stadium, and he legit had people everywhere from all different ages, like people that's old enough to be my mama or my granny, like little kids, like legit everyone. So
And
let's
they
just put
did
that out
not
there.
sit down. They was singing every song.
Yeah, and I don't know if y'all can hear my sister, but like people did not sit down. They were like singing every single song. It was just crazy. Like the
People
energy
love Chris Brown.
was crazy. So first off, I want to give him his props, because Chris has been doing this for legit 20 years. Like I remember when he first came out. I want to say I had to be in like elementary school or something. But yeah, so that was that. We get there, it's literally people everywhere. So we are trying to figure out, okay, which way can we get into the stadium? So it was a line. That line was extremely long. Like the line was just so long. So we like, okay, we can't go to that line. I go up to someone that works at the stadium, like, hey, these are our seats. Where can we go to get in? So they start instructing us to walk all the way down the block and go around to get in, because it's not a line there. So we start doing that, and then it's like this whole U-turn, flip around line that you have to walk through to get in. So at that point, we are waiting, and it's a holdup because they got a sign up saying no bags. With that, I forgot to check and see if the stadium had a no bag policy, but I feel like that should have been on my ticket information when we booked. And they were like, it had to be a clear bag. So we are like stressing, like, okay, we not gonna throw our purses away. I guess we're gonna have to go put our bags in the little bag thing, because we had hella stuff in our purses. Um, that was like a whole situation. So basically what the holdup was in the line was that they had to check people bags, and then people that didn't have a bag were able to go. So people were about to fight. We finally get up to the thing, and then the lady is going through my purse, and she sees my mini Osmo, and she was like, you can't go in a concert with a selfie stick. First of all, this is not a selfie stick. And it's crazy because before I left the hotel, I thought like maybe I should leave this at home. I mean, at the hotel, because what if they say I can't take it in? But then I also thought about the last time I went to a concert. I went to Usher in Vegas, and I had a freaking Sony ZV-1 that is way bigger than this. Got into the concert. Last time I seen Chris Brown and Lil Baby in St. Louis, brought my camera. Like it was literally no issues. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go put my camera in the locker. And then as we're walking, because they start walking us out, but the lady was like, when you come back, you're not gonna have to wait in the line, which she was lying.
So we walked out to go put the bag in the thing, and it had just came to me like, I'm not gonna put my camera in this locker. Before that, we had to try to legit sneak into the concert because it was this big holdup at like security checkpoint, but it was like a blind spot on the side that people were, tired of waiting, so they started walking through to get into the concert. And then I was like, okay, let's do it. But once we were about to do it, they ended up coming over there because it was a girl in front of us that was kind of holding up the spot and blew up the spot. So that was crazy. Trying to sneak into a concert when you literally bought tickets to get in is insane. So then we finally get in the concert. I want to say at like 9:20 or something, and Chris Brown is performing. We have Miss Summer Walker. We have Miss Bryson Tiller. Basically, the whole beginning of the concert because we didn't get to the concert until 2 hours later. It was just chaos trying to get to the concert and trying to get inside. And I've seen people now online saying that they waited hours in traffic to even get to the stadium. Um, so there was that. When we got in, he was performing, and I want to say he performed for a good maybe 2 hours. So we did get to see a 2 hours of him, but we missed the beginning of the concert. Was 12 songs in when we got there. So he was. My sister just said he was 12 songs in when we got there. So other than that, I feel like it was a good concert. I think that since it's a stadium, it's something to get used to because I spent a lot of my time looking at the monitor because the way everything was set up, and I know Chris was going on one particular side a lot, but I just think it's something new, something to adjust to. He did amazing. Like the energy was crazy. This man was sitting up here performing upside down in the air. Who does that? He came out looking like freaking Michael Jackson. I love when he put on his little MJ outfit and did like the Michael Jackson dance. Um, yeah, it was a good experience, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I need to revisit the concert. Morning. I'm fresh now, fresh face. Okay, so let me catch y'all up. I was going to show y'all the room that we are staying in, but I've changed my mind. I'm actually not recommending people to stay here. Um, I feel like this is a long story time, but it's okay. If you want to see it, see it. If not, not, whatever. All right, so I booked the hotel. First of all, I reached out to the hotel maybe like a month before I was supposed to come down here, and they ended up getting back to me saying they could not do any collaborations at the moment, but they were going to give me a discount code to use for my audience. That was going to give me a discount to stay here, and also to give a little code for my audience to use if they wanted to stay here. So it was like 40% off, basically taking the taxes off the room, whatever. So yesterday when I got here, the dude was looking for the reservation and he could not pull anything up. So when I started looking at my email, I'm like, here's the reservation right here. And he was like, this was for last week. And I'm like, last week. So I believe some way, somehow, the hotel accidentally got booked for last week. I don't really know how that happened, but whatever. So I was like, you know what? I guess that makes sense because last week I noticed that they had charged my card, but I thought that they were just charging my card ahead of time, whatever. I went on about my day. And so then the man was like, well, yeah, with our policy, we charged you because it was a no call, no show. We're not going to give you your money back, and you will have to pay to stay here today. So I thought that that was pretty weird, and that's what the representative at the front desk kept telling me. But then I asked to speak to a manager because it's like, no, no one is about to pay for a room and then come stay somewhere, and it was a total misunderstanding, and they weren't honestly trying to be understanding at all. So then the manager got involved and was like, I don't know, we gonna have to see, we gotta talk to whoever. So then the manager ended up calling me back yesterday and saying basically whatever was charged last week will be transferred over to this credit, and they only charge the card for the accidental holds, um and they'll be returning the accidental holds. So I'm like, okay. And I had asked him a question, like just trying to verify and clarify and have proof, because people will say stuff and it not be true. and he like got an attitude, in which when I go down there to check out, I already know it's gonna be a whole situation. So anyway, when they had rebooked us, they didn't follow the reservation that we had for last week. They just literally threw us in any room. So it was a small room with one bed. I'm like, bro, this is not what was paid for last week and booked. So we had to wait for them to have a 2 bedroom available. um, and it was just a lot going on. Yesterday was just a busy day, lots and lots going on, whatever. So this is my fault. I should have, when I was in the other room, recorded in the other room, or when we first came to this room, recorded, but I didn't because we were very crunched on time. So I had asked them, like, I just went down there and asked, like, hey, is it another room that's not occupied that I can go in and record the room and, leave out? Y'all can go in there with me, whatever the case may be, so I can get this stuff together for y'all. Because in all reality, this is y'all benefit. This is not really benefiting me. So the guy's like, he has to call the marketing and sales department. And I'm like, I literally have the email right here with the lady telling me I can record in the room, the lobby, whatever, as long as it's not a whole camera crew. And they are pretty much not trying to do it. So at this point, I'm tired of it. It's been a mess since I checked into this hotel, and it's not even all that for y'all to be doing that. So for that very reason, now I'm not showing y'all the room. And I think I told y'all where I was staying. I'm actually probably gonna block that out because I'm not giving them any business. So yeah, and I mean, it's a learning lesson for me. When I get places and I travel, as soon as I get to the room, I need to knock that content out first and then go in a room. And I mean, the room is not like messed up or dirty or anything, but I obviously just slept in the bed and I want the bed to look perfect. Hey friends, come with me and my sister to Miami for only 24 hours. I got to the Atlanta airport around 5 a.m. wanted to get to Miami as early as possible. We stayed at the Arlo Hotel, would not recommend. I had too many issues with them. I highly recommend the Bistro Cafe. The amount of food that they give you is crazy. Everything was hot, fresh, good. It was so many people, so the service was kind of slow. We had to go to the hotel and take a nap after that. Headed over to the Fashion District for some sightseeing. It was beautiful. Stopped at Kith for treats. I really don't understand an ice cream place not having strawberry ice cream, but whatever. We came here to go to the Chris Brown concert, y'all. Our Uber had to let us out and we had to walk after a certain point. It was so much traffic. The people came out to see Chris Brown, okay? It took a very long time for us to get into, out, and home from the concert. Uber and Lyft shut down, y'all. Next day, we checked out Joe and the Juice. I really wanted to try them. Everything was good. Hey y'all, we just landed in Phoenix and I was really excited because they have a Jack in the Box and they have the potato wedges. What is this? Literally no cheese, no wedges. And then this is my sister's. No cheese, no wedges. So now I'm gonna have to go back through the line. As y'all can see, this is a total difference from what I just ordered. Corporate will be getting called since they wanted to speak their language. And also talking about it had cheese on there. But look y'all, this is a total complete difference from what I just showed y'all.
Show
was fun. It was so freaking hot. I loved the hotel that we stayed at. It was very luxury. The bed was super, super comfortable. I legit was in deep sleep, but that time difference was kicking my butt. I kept waking up at like 5 a.m. because it's a major time difference between Arizona, Atlanta, and St. Louis. That flight to Arizona was super long. 3-hour flight. We went on a helicopter ride.
I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced. So calm down, what you do. That's why I'm spend my life with you. I will please you any way I can. I want you in my world, don't you understand? Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give all day long. Love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
Helicopter ride was so much fun. Towards the middle of the helicopter ride, I started to get a little sick and feel sick because we were just up too high and too close to a lot of things, but it was so much fun. And I probably would do it again. Something that I would never do again is going skydiving. And if I'm saying I would go on a helicopter ride again instead of going skydiving, you definitely know that I would do it again. Y'all know I love my solo dates. So this particular day, I wanted to do something by myself. I got up super early to go to brunch and just kind of have a little self-care day. I would recommend the brunch place 10 out of 10. Do any of y'all remember when I came back from that long hiatus and I gave y'all a life update and I told y'all that I had got a part-time job? Well, baby, me and that part-time job did not work. I did not last long. I actually quit. The beauty outside of that job was that I was able to make community and meet a few friends. So now we're gonna see me and those friends go to brunch. I'm not recording, so I'm talking to myself. Damn. Okay, we gotta do it again. That's the worst. I'm like, dang, I'm not even recording. Okay, let's do it again.
Okay.
Carolyn.
Hi.
Capri.
Hello.
Okay, as we were saying before I realized I wasn't even recording, these are the friends that it take forever to make plans with, and then like after 4 months, we finally settle down on what we're doing.
And then we'll see each other in another 4 months.
Exactly.
One of us will be married. One of us
Oh my God.
Somebody be moving out of town.
I'm probably the last one now.
No one talks about moving away from your hometown and trying to make community as an adult. Like when I was in St. Louis, the career aspect was missing. I'm in my hometown, so I have my family, I have friends, but I don't have the career I want. So then I moved to Savannah. I don't know anyone. I have to make a friend group, which I'm so grateful and thankful for that friend group in Savannah because, baby, we got through it, okay? Went through it down there. I have the career, but not so the career. And I'm living on my own. So I'm still in a new place without my core group of friends and also family. And the thing about when I lived in St. Louis, like I had different type of friends that I could do different stuff with. It was just the opportunity was not in St. Louis and it was somewhere else. And for me to better myself, I had to move. Now I live in Atlanta, the place that I wanted to live in, living in an answered prayer. I have the job that I wanted, but the only aspect that is missing is family and friends. And of course, I have my boyfriend, but I mean, my boyfriend can't be my only friend, right? So sometimes I really be like, dang, like, I really wish like my family or friends lived here, or I had like a core group of friends, because a lot of times I really am missing that community aspect. And it's like, as an adult, how do you make friends? Like, I work from home, so I'm not meeting people on the job. I'm not in school anymore, so like, I don't know, how do you make friends as an adult? So this little brunch date really was fun because it was like, okay, I'm out with the community. I got some human interaction. I'm out with the girls.
Thank you. Next.
Can I ask you a question for my vlog?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
I fucks with her. Yeah, I know her.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh, what's happening?
You better get your phone, girl.
I am here with my sister, Cardi B.
Hey, boo.
What song off the album would you play for Culture and Blossom to inspire them?
Probably Dead. Oh, I haven't even thought about that because all of the songs are a little cursy.
I still cannot believe that I freaking met Cardi B. Yes, I said Cardi B, the A-list celebrity Cardi B. So boom. Cardi B just dropped her album, Am I the Drama, which, baby, we highly recommend. 10 out of 10. It's going platinum in the apartment. It's going platinum in the car. It's going platinum everywhere I go because I am playing it out, okay? So she was doing like meet and greets, and she made a stop in Atlanta. When I first saw it, I knew that I wanted to go, but also I kind of like was thinking in the back of my head, I don't really know if I want to do this, simply because this is not my first rodeo, and I know how it goes when celebrities are somewhere and it's open to the public and not super exclusive. It is just so many people, and y'all know that it is so freaking hot in Atlanta. But also the adventurous, admirable part of me was like, girl, like, what if this is an opportunity for you and you worried about it being hot outside? Like, you haven't legit stood outside for Jordans in 8 and 10 degree weather. A little heat, come on now. So that also popped in the back of my head. And when I did that, y'all, I was in high school, but yeah, another different story. So I was like, you know what, I'm going. I just need to figure out how I'm going to ask Cardi B a question. They had already said up front, no press. It was for the fans, and that no phones once you get inside to meet her. So I had been like peeping the scene of what was going on at her other meet and greets, because I saw Cardi going live, and I had just thought in my head like, okay, they saying no phones, so I'm not probably gonna be able to get away with the phone, but what I do have is a smaller camera and a handy dandy microphone. So we're asking this question. Once I put my mind to something, I do it. It's done. I'm set and I know it's happening. So it was very much a long day. And when I say long, I mean long. Long day in the heat. Little edges then got sweated out. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm just ready to go home to get in the shower. The time comes for me to go in and meet Cardi. I pretty much hooked my little handy dandy mic up, and then I cut my camera on. And if you know what the Osmo is, it's like super small and it's perfect for things like this. I put my camera in my pocket. I knew I was asking her that question. And it's so crazy because when I was next in line, Cardi was like brushing her hair and they were like fixing her clothes and stuff. So she was looking at me and I'm looking at her. So I'm like, you know, hey sis. And the energy was just so crazy on my end and also on her end. And it was very much organic and a genuine interaction. And so Cardi's looking at me and she like, I like your shirt. And I'm like, thanks, because I had on a little like Cardi graphic tee. And she was like, you look familiar. I know you from somewhere. So I'm thinking in my head, like, Cardi, girl, you do not know me. I'm thinking it in my head, but also I'm like, well, hell, maybe Cardi do recognize me from somewhere, because I am on TikTok and we have 14.7K followers, period. And I also like talk about pop culture, and I have made like, you know, videos about Cardi when I see her doing great things. So I'm like, maybe sis came across my TikTok or something. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you know me. So I get up there, Cardi gives me a hug, and we take this super cute picture. And then after that, I'm like, this is my time to shine. I got to do it. So I'm like, can I ask you a question? And the staff was like, no. And I was like, yes, 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 yes. I'm asking this question, y'all. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. When my mind is made, it's happening. That is what happened. I got to ask Cardi B a great question, and I got to freaking meet her. And this is so crazy. Sometimes I'm like, dang, this is really my life. And it had been such a long time for me being out on the scene, interacting with people and doing my interviews and stuff. So I want to get back into doing more of that. And it was just, I don't know, it was so much fun. I ended up making friends out there. I had a time. With a big win, of course, you get a little negativity. That post is like going viral. And of course, you got the haters like, oh, why would you ask her that out of all the questions that you could ask her? First of all, as a degreed up, not one, but 2 degrees, let me just put that out there. I have an associate's degree, and I also have a big B, a bachelor's degree. I went to a 4-year accredited university, people. I am a skilled journalist. When I got my first job, I worked at the #1. Heavy on #1 station. I know what the I'm doing. That's first of all. When you interview, period, Belle, period. When you interview people, it's important to do research for one and ask them questions about things that you know are important to them. For one, her album is super important to her. And 2, you always hear Cardi talk about being a mother and her children. So why not combine the 2 together? I'm also not the Breakfast Club. I'm not Angie Martinez or these other huge platforms that she did go on. And I did not want to ask her something that they probably already asked her. Of course, people are going to ask her, what is her favorite songs on the album? And that was one of the questions that I wanted to ask her, but then it was like, okay, somebody done already asked her that. Be different, be original. Let's see you, first of all, get in front of a camera, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of people do not like getting in front of the camera. That's one task. Let's also see you add that with getting in front of a celebrity, not being thirsty, not appearing nervous, having a genuine interaction with them, okay? Now, if you do that, let's also add not being able to set your camera up on a tripod, having to make it do what it do, put your mic, clip your mic on yourself, and then hold the camera while asking a question, while talking to this person, trying to stay in frame and making sure that it all comes off genuine and organic, and it's just flowing and you have the footage. As y'all can see, because I'm gonna show y'all the bad, the ugly as well. I was having technical difficulties with the camera. I wanted my video to be shot like this, but it ended up being like that because my camera was acting up, and every time I would turn it, it would not cooperate. And you hear Cardi like, girl, get the phone. Like, Cardi was like, you're going to ask this question. First impressions are everything. I don't want to be that person asking you something messy that annoys you, that 1, you don't want to answer, and 2, you like, oh, I should have let my staff tell you no. This is a question that actually made her think and be like, ooh, I didn't think of that. That's something I need to think of. And then a lot of people are saying, well, why would her kids be listening to her music anyway? Sherlock, you do realize that her children have to grow up and be adults, right? You do realize that her children are going to be teenagers and 21-year-olds, 25-year-olds listening to their parents' music. So therefore, Sherlock, since you know everything, that's why. The kids have to grow up, dummy. And I just want to put it out there, like, it's one thing to give constructive criticism, but another thing, y'all don't tell me what to do. And don't try to tell me what to do. Like, you cannot tell me ever what to do, what to ask, and don't question me about why I'm asking it. When you go meet Cardi B or you go meet whoever, then you go ask them what you want to ask them. Until then, hush, because the noise is not doing nothing. A like is a like, a dislike is a dislike. Your comment is a comment, negative or positive, and it still contributes to the money that I make from social media. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel like people get it when it comes to social media. A lot of y'all get really hyped up and say things to people that you would never say to them in person. And at the end of the day, you comment and saying, spewing out negativity, and I'm getting paid to post, boo. I'm getting paid to post. And what you doing? You sitting up here watching somebody you don't like, and I'm still getting paid from that view. A win is a win. What is next to come? Because obviously I can't drop this vlog and then disappear again. My sister is coming down here this weekend to kind of handle some business and do some stuff. So that'll be fun. And then the following weekend, my best friend, Desi, y'all remember her from the Vegas vlog? She's coming down here and we're going to like a football game and we're going to be doing stuff as well. So I'm going to be in these Atlanta streets for the next 2 weekends. So I should have lots of content. I should be vlogging and doing the things. I really do want to find a good mixture of getting a content and then also living in a moment. Like maybe when I first get there or even get there early, spend time gathering like the content of wherever I go and doing that. And then also when I go out with people, I just personally feel like I don't be wanting to subject people to my content. Like some people may not want to be on camera. Some people may not like being on camera. And just because this is my job and what I do, I never want to be that person. Like somebody got to be like, ooh, I know if I go here with her, I got to record or I got to look a certain way or whatever the case may be. Like I always try to be respectful. So I don't know, like I have to, I really have to find that balance. Did you just poop? Did you just poop? Is that a yes or no? She just irritated me because like, it's one thing for you to come over here pulling on my socks and stuff and then to come over here and poo. It's just like, have some manners, bro. Like, where are your manners? But anyway, I'm back on the grind. I'm back in that mood. So let's get to it. I want to take time, perfectly curate, and just be authentic and get back into my groove of posting on 3 freaking platforms. Posting on 3 freaking platforms is crazy. And still working a 9 to 5. When am I going to sleep? When am I going to eat? When am I going to... Child, it's a lot. But we got to do it. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all follow me on TikTok and also make sure to follow me on Instagram, DannyTV_.